What's up guys, this is Neil with the Card Guys coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be looking over some of the red cards from set 13 featuring the Bardock's Crew archetype. So we're just going to be looking through the cards, seeing my initial thoughts, and seeing how this deck is going to round out. And so before we start, if you want to support the channel, in the description there's going to be an affiliate link to TCG Player. And so whenever you buy cards, including anything you see in this video, it will really help out the channel. And so with that, let's go over the leader. We have a red Bardock. He's a Saiyan Bardock's Crew. So that's going to be the second Bardock's Crew leader. And this is going to be all red. Permanent. You can't include extra cards with a cost of 2 or more in your deck. The only thing that I can think of is that this is supposed to stop familial bond type plays, since you'll already be swarming the board. Permanent, all of your Reds Bardock's Crew in your battle area with the original cost of 1 have their energy cost increased by 2. So this is cool because it makes it so that your Bardock's Crew is less susceptible to removal, like mass sand, so they won't just your whole board won't be warped, as well as stuff like Dormant Potential or Shocking Death Ball. So them being 3 drops really helps out a lot and makes them stick. Auto, when this card attacks, choose 1 red Saiyan with the original cost of 1 in your hands and play it. So every time you attack, you get to play a 1 drop. That seems great. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 3 or more mono red Saiyans in play, you may draw 1 card, add cards from your life until you have 4 life left, and then flip this card over. So no energy untap, which is kind of okay, but the fact that you can awaken when you're at 3 means you can awaken as early as turn 2 just by swarming the board. And go to the backside. Bardock, or SS Bardock, the Legend Awaken, he has Inerrant Double Strike. Great. Permanent, all of your red Bardock's Crew in your battle area with an energy cost of 1 have their energy increased by 2, so we still keep the same permanent. And then auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 and then choose 1 red Saiyan with energy cost of 1 and play it. So every time that we're attacking, we're just going to keep swarming the board with our 1 drops. And all right, we're going to go with the Unison for the deck. It's going to be Mass Saiyan, Avenger from another dimension. Permanent, during your turn, when this card gains 1000 power for each red Saiyan in your battle area. So the more you swarm the board, the bigger this guy's going to get. So once you get to like 5, he's going to be base 20k, which is really good for a Unison. +1, activate main, place 1 of your red cards with an energy cost of 1 in your drop area from your deck. Shuffle your deck and then draw 1. So just card filtering, you know, +1 drawing a card is always really good. -2, activate main, draw 1 card, then choose all of your red Saiyans with energy cost of 3 or less, and they get 5,000 power for the turn. So once you swarm the board, you're able to use the -2, beef up your entire board, and just try to win the game like that. All right, I'm going to start with our first Bardock Crew. We're going to start with Bardock, Pride of the Low Class Warrior. He's going to be a 1-drop 4k. Auto, when add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gains 11k power for the battle. So Self-Awakening becomes 15k base. Really good. Auto, when your leader, if your leader is a red Saiyan and you have 2 or more energy, when this card deals damage by attacking, switch this card to active mode. Look at top 7 cards from the top of your deck and play 1 Bardock Crew with energy cost of 1 among them, then shuffle your deck. If you played a card with this skill, this card can't attack for the turn. So when you swing, you're going to be able to look at top 7, you know, play another Bardock's Crew, advance your board state, and then it's going to untap, which is going to protect it so you can use the next turn, which is really cool. Or you can evolve onto the 5-drop. He's going to have Unique Bear EX Evolve for 1. When this card is played, look at the top 7. Place 1 Bardock's Crew card among them to your drop area and then shuffle your deck. Auto, when this card attacks, play 1 Bardock's Crew with an energy cost of 1 from your drop area. Then choose 2 red Saiyans other than this card and they get 5k power for the turn. So this is going to be really cool because you're going to be able to swing with your Bardock. You're going to look at top 7, you know, play a 1-drop. Then you're going to untap him. You can tap 1. EX evolve into this 5-drop Bardock, and then you're going to be able to look at top 7, bin a card, and then whenever he attacks, This just seems really, really good. Like, I'm already liking this so far. We got, all right, and this is the rest of the Bardock's crew. You got the Chain Attack Gang. So we got Chain Attack Tora, Blocker Bond 3. So all these guys have Bond 3. So whenever you have 3 battle cards, it's gonna unlock all of their skills. So for Bond 3, he's gonna get Blocker. Auto, if your leader is a Bardock's crew, when this card is played from your hand, add 1 card from your one red Bardock's crew with energy cost of 5 or less that isn't tore from your drop area to your hand, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. So all the cards that you're sending to the drop area with all your effects, you can just pick one back up. So you know it's card parity. You got Fasha, Bond 3, red Sand cards, and or Bardock's crew. This card gains 11k power, so she's going to be 15k base when you have 3 cards on the board, or 3 battle cards. Auto, when this card is played, look at top 5 from your deck. Add 1 Bardock's crew with energy cost of 5 or less, or up to 1 red Unison with a specified cost of 2 among them, and add it to your hands, and then shuffle your deck. So far, all these guys are just replacing themselves. So we're free playing. This just seems great. Chain Attack Shugesh, unique. So this is the second one that's going to have unique. Permanent Bond 3 Red Sands and Bardock's crew. This card gains plus 10k and double strike. So that just makes sense. So you're going to have inherent 1-drop 15k double strike. You know, more aggression. And then we also have Chain Attack Borgos, permanent Bond 3 for Red Sands or Bardock's crew. This card gains 11k power, so he's going to be 15k again. And when this card is played, draw 1 card. So, I mean, this all seems pretty great so far. And for the rest of the package, we are going to have SS Goku, the Legend Personified. He's also going to have unique. When this card is played, draw 1 card. Cantrip. Nothing wrong. Activate main. Bond 3 once per turn. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, this card gets 21k power until the start of your next main phase. So he is a 1-drop cantrip. And then once you have Bond 3, he's going to have 25k. Heartfelt plea. Only thing is that your opponent has to be at 3 or more, but other than that, this card is just solid. Next we have our 2-drop Gohan Sand combo. Deflect. Great. Permanent Bond 3 Red Saiyans. This card gets 10k power and blocker, so he's a 2-drop 20k blocker. Great. Auto, when this card is played from your hand, look at up to the top 7 cards from the top of your deck. Play 1 red Saiyan with energy cost of 1 among them, then shuffle your deck. So you get to play the Goku, you get to play any of these guys, or anything like a Self-Awakener, like a Crit Trunks. Seems all solid to me. And then we have Gine, husband at her side. This is going to be a super combo. If your leader is red or a heroine and your life is at 4 or less, when this card is used in a combo from your hand, draw 1. Then choose 1 card in your combo area other than this card, and it gains 6k combo power for the battle. So I'm kind of iffy on these kinds of super combos for this set. It seems like every color is going to have one. So yes, in theory, like between this and another like 10k, you'll have either like a 16k combo between 2 cards or like 21k combo between 2 cards. So in that case, it's pretty decent because she only has 5k combo, but you need another card in order to get the plus 6. So, and it's iffy. I'm not sure about these. Yeah. So we'll just keep moving on. Invasion of the Bardock's crew. Activate main. If your leader is a Bardock's crew, choose 1. You can either choose to look at the top 7 from the top of your deck, play 1 Bardock's crew with energy cost of 1 among them, shuffle your deck. So you pretty much play any of the cards that are right here. Or you can choose 2 red Bardock's crew with different names and energy cost of 1 in your drop area, play them with their skills negated for the turn. So, I mean, either way, whether it's looking at top 7, getting the effects, or just resetting if your dudes get wiped, seems pretty good. And then this negate is actually really, really good. So we got King Vegeta's Imposing Presence. Counterattack, if your leader card is mono red Saiyan card, you may choose the attacking card ignoring barrier. Yes. It gets minus 10k power for the turn. Your opponent can't attack with cards for the turn unless they give the attacking card minus 5k power for the turn each time. You can't activate copies of this card from your hand for the turn. Permanent. If your life is at 3 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost by choosing one card in your hand and discarding it. Okay. So this card is a lot of text, and it seems really good. It's kind of like, it's definitely a floodgate, so it's kind of like Violent Rays. But the fact that if they choose not to get minus 5k, then they just can't attack for the rest of the turn. That's interesting. I like it a lot. And looks like that's going to be it for Bardock's crew. All in all, this deck looks really, really solid. It's 100% my play style. We're just going to be playing 1-drops, free playing more 1-drops. Every time we play something, we're going to replace itself. So we're going to have a pretty beefy hand size. And it looks like it's going to be a really fun aggro deck. But yeah, once again, if there was anything in this video that you're interested in, down below you can use a TCG player link to get them. It's going to really help out the channel. And other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.